arthrokinematic restoration system for the ankle. When I am walking, I'm going to progress forward by having a tibia glide over the talus, and it is going to roll and glide in the same direction in closed chain. It is a concave tibia moving on a convex talus. So I have a anterior roll, anterior glide as I'm progressing forward. When I lift my leg, I am then going to have a posterior roll and anterior glide of the talus on the tibia. It is going to be convex on concave. I roll posterior, I glide anterior. The common denominator is the anterior glide. So we want to fix the anterior glide. To do that, I'm going to release, stretch, and then strengthen to encourage that anterior glide. I'm going to use 3 different tools: a single lacrosse ball, a double lacrosse ball, and a looped TheraBand. Let's start with the releases. The first muscle I'm going to release is the soleus. The soleus is going to be the lower part of the backside of the leg, just above the Achilles tendon. I am going to take my single lacrosse ball and I'm going to go parallel with the muscle fibers. I'm going to investigate that tissue for any tenderness or tension. When I find any, I'm going to hold there and I'm going to slowly go perpendicular to the muscle fiber. And I'm just going to spend time to release any tension and see if I can get the tenderness to start to reduce. This takes about 2 minutes for effective release. You can spend longer, but I'll spend 2 minutes doing the release of the soleus. The other area I release are the peroneals and the fascia over the peroneals. The reason for this is when we get the anterior glide in the talocrural joint, we need the fibula to go superior posterior, and we need that mobility. So I will use a double lacrosse ball, and the more body weight that you can place on the tissue, the more effective the release. I will try to come up and place pressure on that area, slowly going parallel with the fibers and investigating any areas of tension or tenderness. With this one, I do not go perpendicular back and forth across that muscle, but I will pump my ankle up and down to mobilize that tissue. So I'm just releasing the fascia and tension on the peroneals. And this can be really tender. So you just begin with as much pressure as you can tolerate, and then you can progress. I can stack my legs and I can use my body weight and go along those areas as well. So the release of the soleus, the release of the peroneals, and then I want to stretch the soleus. The best stretch that I find is the wall soleus stretch, where I'm going to bend both knees, approximating the back leg, my buttocks towards that heel, so that I'm getting the stretch in the lower back part of the back leg. Hold that for 1 minute, 3 repetitions. So we're getting the anterior glide back in the ankle. Then I will use my looped TheraBand for the strengthening re-education part. I'm going to place it right across the top of my feet, lie on my back. I'm going to get distraction in that talocrural joint as I bring my leg into a 90-90 position, and I'll hold this for 10 counts. So I am dorsiflexing so that I can get the anterior glide, but also allowing for distraction. So we're strengthening the anterior tibialis muscle. So just pulling, hold that for 10 counts, and then bring it back down. Lifting up, distracting the talus as we're pulling the foot back, and then lowering it back down. I'll do 6 repetitions, 10-second hold, and that completes the arthrokinematic restoration system for the ankle.